welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be diving into ancestral trauma. And the reason why this is such a valuable topic is because so many of the beliefs and conditioning that you have been exposed to or have been battling or have had challenges with might not even be yours to be carrying, okay? So the ancestral line, a lot of these different behaviors, a lot of these different beliefs, a lot of these different thought processes are passed on from generation to generation without even being conscious that this is happening. So a lot of times, our families are obviously doing the very best that they can with the tools that they have been given. And, they just continue to repeat the same things onto their kids that were passed on to them, and it just goes from generation to generation. Now, somebody in the family line is going to say, hold up, time out, what's going on here? Okay, so a lot of times you can have an awareness that this could be something deeper and more ancestral when you have identified different behaviors and emotions that have come up for you and you feel like you've done the work, right? Like you're like, okay, I've done therapy, I've had coaches, I've read books, I've done X, Y, Z, this is healed. Whew. And then something happens in your life and all of a sudden, here it is again. And you're like, I thought I healed that. Why is this coming up again? So then you dive back into the books, you call up your therapist or you call up your coach and you say, this came up again. What are we doing here? You go through journal prompts, you do affirmations, you do energy healing, you do all the things, right? I finally healed it. And then something happens and again, whew, here it is again, presented right in front of your eyes. And you're like, okay, what the hell is going on? I've addressed this, I've healed it, I've journaled my heart out, I've done the affirmations, I've done the work. Why is this still coming up for me? Okay, that's your clue, okay? So a lot of times ancestral traumas and dramas, okay, whether that's within relationships, whether that's a belief system that you have, whether that's a limitation that has been created where you are unable to accomplish the goals that you have set forth for yourself. No matter what you do, you just can't seem to get to that next level and you can't figure out why, okay? And it's typically because there has been a limitation that you have placed upon yourself, whether in some form of a belief, behavior, self-sabotage, whatever it is. If you have been unable to overcome these things through multiple channels of healing, then maybe looking at your ancestral line is called for, okay? So, where in your family have you seen this before? Have you seen this in your parents? Have you seen this in your grandparents? A lot of times ancestral stuff can come across as not feeling good enough, having self-doubts, having low self-esteem, having that critical mind, right? Like you're not doing it good enough, you're not doing it fast enough, you're not productive enough, all those things that go through your mind, okay? So being able to identify where this is coming from and having that aha moment of, oh my gosh, my parents placed XYZ pressures on me. I was always felt as a kid I wasn't good enough. I was always making mistakes in their eyes or whatever it is, okay? And obviously this is not to place any type of blame on parents because honestly, they do the best that they can with the tools that they have been given from their mom and dad. And so this is why, okay, we can look at this from an instance of victimhood and say, I am a victim here. My parents did X, Y, Z to me. Or you can look at it as what a gift that I am able to be conscious and identify this behavior in my family line, that I am the chosen one to feel it all for the family and to heal it, okay? Because when you heal yourself, you are not only healing those that come after you, your children and their children and their children, you are also healing those that came before you, which is such a beautiful thing if you look at it that way. What a gift you have been given to have that type of power to provide that type of healing in your family line, okay? So, are you able to look inside when this comes up for you, where you're holding on to this in your body? Because a lot of this ancestral stuff is passed on into your DNA. So this is deep. This is on a cellular level, and this is why you haven't been able to heal it yet, okay? So I am going to be doing more videos on this. We're going to be diving deep into how to heal the family line, how to heal yourself, and how to rewire that DNA. And that is going to involve different types of modalities, Akashic records, and different various forms of healing that we can do to heal. Okay, so that's just a little bit of taste. It's just planting a little seed for you to get you thinking, you know, what is it that is holding you back? What keeps coming up for you that you thought you've healed over and over and over, and yet it keeps presenting itself to you? What is that for you? So stay tuned. Make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos on this. Thank you for watching.